Ladies and gentlemen, our opponent picked this nice center location, which is a very good strat. And then I picked this position more to the right. This is where the enemy is located, on this spot. And then I'm down here. Now I start off with some nice eco, starting to claim my positions. And then I'm moving up to this spot. Now, you guys know what this means. Checkpoint. We are going to fight over this checkpoint. As you can see, he's already moving this way. He's a lot closer, but my main objective is to just get to this checkpoint and close it off. Now, I started with mainly eco, and then I placed down a airport and some barracks and factories, whereas the enemy started instantly with military type stuff and power, and he has one eco building. That's not good. Now, he's claiming unbelievably slow. He's so close to this checkpoint. It's gonna be really weird if I actually meet him here. He should be able to push me down and keep me in this position since he's this close. I mean, look at all this distance I have to make, but already I'm claiming a lot more than him. And I believe this is mainly because I have more eco, so our buildings can manufacture more military power and strength, I believe. Now, I built a shipyard to make some missile cruisers or whatever it's called, just to kind of protect my buildings from the airplane that he's going to send if he sends any. But that was my objective with this. Keep the power here, and we finally meet them. You see, he expanded really slow, but we meet him, we set up a defensive line, and I'm sending some units down this way just to stop a flank from him. But like I was saying, this is just to keep the aircrafts away, so I want to keep the power in this area so that I can continue to shoot down his planes. Now he pulls back, also forming a defensive line, and we have 2 barracks, 1 factory and 2 airports and 1 shipyard. So I'm making anti-air as well. Just gonna place them here to keep the planes at bay, and also our missile ships or missile cruisers or whatever it's called. Man, I need to remember what it's called. Now as I expand, I place more barracks down just to have units closer to the battlefield. And now we have a bomber out to go and scout to just check what's going on here. We see an eco building. We see some infantry coming in. We see some power. And here's some military buildings. He's already building tanks, and this is why I need control of this ocean. Now, if I have a lot of missile ships, we can just shoot the airplanes down and keep them at bay, while these anti-air will stand here at the defensive line and keep the planes from coming over this way. Now, he has quite a strong defensive line here. Now, he builds a shipyard, and I needed to take this out as soon as possible so that I can control this area. If I was him, I would have placed a shipyard down here so that I can attack from this side, build up a little bit of a force and then attack. But he placed it down on this spot, so it is what it is. Now he has some helicopters also coming in, but my interceptors will take care of that. Our units are also making the move this way, and it seems like he forgot to secure this area. We're gonna have a nice flank opportunity here, and we destroy the shipyard. Easy peasy. We still have control over the water. And our anti-air moves in, takes care of that airplane really quickly. And now I'm just going to place them right between this defensive lines to keep the airplanes at bay. I also send in my own airplanes to kind of put some force down here, since he doesn't have any anti-air really, except for his interceptors and so forth. He has some anti-air, but they are claiming this at the moment. And now I'm moving my units this way, or the units that was moving this way. I'm going to flank with them and see if we can thin out this defensive line, or at least get him to move some of his units over this way. I'll also build another factory here to get some vehicles in this way. As you can see, I continue to build closer and closer to the enemy, just so that we can have reinforcements as quick as possible into the combat. And our units finally make it around this defensive line and starting to attack. There's not a lot of them, but he doesn't have a lot to defend with, and we have a lot coming in. Now we're also attacking down this middle, straight into the heart of this choke point, going for it. Now if you take a look at this, it seems like his tanks and artillery is doing some serious damage to our men. We have a lot of casualties laying there on the ground. He doesn't have as much casualties. And now at some point I realized this is probably not the best way to attack. We still have those units coming in from the flank, and he's not paying attention to them. So we also send our boats a little bit closer, and our airplanes are still supporting, but we start to pull back because we don't actually have any units left on this defensive line of them. Well, we haven't pulled back yet, but there we go. We pull back, we wait for the flank to get a little bit stronger, and our defensive line to get a little bit more reinforced, and then we will go at it again. But as you can see, he's not really paying attention to this up here. And he also built a city down here. which we will take care of in a bit. And now it's quiet. We are reinforcing. Since there's not as much men and our flanks have came around and is ready to attack, we move in once again, attacking from multiple angles. And at this point we can easily overwhelm him, and that's what I'm gonna go for. We have some more tanks as well, tanks coming in. So this is gonna be a lot easier to attack now compared to the previous time we attacked. I mean, look at these guys already shooting down with this artillery. And now we have a foothold on this side of the choke point. Our boats are even helping the ground units fight, also taking out the airplanes. We move up, and now if you look at my base, I have a lot of military buildings. We started down here and we moved up closer and closer, building all closer to this choke point to easily get reinforced. We have tanks moving around that side now, and now we are in the enemy objective at this point. There's not a lot of units coming at us anymore, but our opponent has a little surprise for us. Now we have pushed quite a way into this enemy objective, and we killed quite a few things off. And now we are basically just cleaning up the rest that's making our way through. He's trying to get his units back out. He's trying to get some more units in. We also moved up this way to kill this off. We are running low on power, so the attack is slowing down, but we are making good progress nonetheless. Now we can see it seems like he has another base up this way. That's what I was thinking while I was attacking him. Now you can see we are basically going all the way, but look at this. He has a rocket coming in out of left field, and he kills a lot of units on this side. Basically the right side just got wrecked. We had a lot of reinforcements to come in, and yeah, that's it, boys. Out of left field, taking out a lot of men, and then ending the battle. See you guys on the next one.